benefit, compensation and benefits attracted no to our applicant and also to the different talent. So before we start pala no, nakalimutan ko magpakilala no. So by the way, my name is Mr. Augusto Acosta. So I am the founder and lead consultant of this platform no, Gray Vantage Academic and Corporate Services. So bali ako yung owner nito no. So, and also yung background ko, so syempre no, yung mga naging background ko rin so yun, naging hiring and training manager din ako kay Jollibee Foods Corporation. So before academic, no, naging ano ako no, naging manager ako ni Jollibee for almost 5 years. And yun, currently working ako as as college instructor din sa business department and aside from that, I am a corporate trainer, no? So yan, corporate trainer din ako ng isang ng mga different organization. So kaya kung may mga webinars kayo related to HR, so most likely halos lahat naman is in-offer naman po natin no from labor law, professional development, leadership, supervisory and also even yung yung tinatawag natin na training and development, recruitment, onboarding and eto po no yung compensation and benefits. Motivation and employee engagement. So, yan po yung mga ino-offer natin. So, that is my quick, lang naman po, no? Quick bio, no? So, that is my quick bio. So, since this is the topic, of course, maraming makaka-relate dito because most of our, no, based on our experience, no, based on my experience, talagang, no, na-experience ko rin talaga na yung compensation and benefits is really important when it comes to, when it comes to attract and retain our employee. Pero siyempre nowadays, no, we need to integrate the technology because the technology is evolving. So of course, as HR staff, no, as individual, of course, you need to evolve or you need to improve yourself. So that's why the compensation and benefits is aligning also in the technology integration. Now we need to adapt the technology. So that is our, I don't know, that is our for session today. So yeah. Okay, let's start. Okay, so start na tayo, no? So modernizing compensation and benefits management through technology integration. So i-discuss natin, no? So the evolving landscape of compensation and benefits. So traditional approaches, of course, syempre, we need to discuss the traditional because para maano natin, no, para ma-visualize natin, no, paano ba na-integrate or how does the technology being integrate no on the compensation and benefits. So let's say for example, from traditional approaches because we all know in traditional approaches, meron tayong mga ginagamit na mga different lang dyan, no? Different tools no wherein gumagamit tayo ng paper and pen, ayan, manual, paper-based administration. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, lahat ng mga uh, offerings natin, lahat ng related sa compensation and benefits, lahat ng related sa HR is most likely paper-based, even our contract. So, that is the paper-based administration. So, medyo uh, manual yung ginagawa natin and also hindi tayo mako-consider na productive and efficient kasi nga napakabagal ng process before, no? Inconsistent application and fairness, no? Kasi yung compensation and benefits is not only focuses on the benefits and rewards, no? It focuses on how the application being smooth, no, to the overall application. So that is the compensation and benefits. So nakalagay diyan, no? Inconsistent application and fairness because before, no, talagang mako-consider natin na medyo matagal yung process, no? Talagang babalik at babalik ka, no? Even yung pagpirma mo ng contract, even yung pag-discuss sa'yo ng mga job offer, even yung pag-discuss ng mga benefits sa isang company, even yung pag-onboarding, no? Even the orientation itself is sobrang tagal. So that's why nagkakaroon tayo ng inconsistent application and also the fairness because kapag naka-paper based kasi tayo, wala tayong AI kasi before, no? Talagang medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng bias when it comes to the application. And also reactive judgment and rigid structure. So that's why yung traditional is talagang medyo in-improve siya when it comes to new trends, no? So primarily focus on base pay, often isolated from strategic business objectives and lacking agility. So kasi dati, no, yung mga offerings lang kasi dati, wala tayong tinatawag na ano, no, na compensation and benefits. Before, ang alam lang ng tao, no, ang alam lang ng mga aplikante, kapag sasahod sila, o magkano sahod mo? Let's say for example, tatanungin ka, 20K, no? Pero ngayon, 'pag tinanong ka, magkano sahod mo? 20,000 o magkano yung mga na-allowance mo, allowances? Magkano yung magiging incentives mo? So that is compensation and benefits. So that is the new trends nowadays, no? Kung mapapansin natin, base pay, pag sinabi kasi natin base pay, that is our basic pay, no? Yun yung talagang ano lang, no? Mare-receive natin, no? Without allowances, no? And when it comes to new trends, syempre, strategic, align with business goal because let's say for example, kung yung mission and vision ng isang company is gusto niya talagang maging leading sa isang leading company, leading HR company, leading agency. So syempre, kung gusto mo maging leading company, kung gusto mo maging leading agency, you have to provide, no, well compensated yung mga tao, well compensation, structure ng compensation, well benefits, no? So dapat kailangan ina-align natin 'yon. And also, syempre, para malaman natin, no, yung mga needs ng mga applicant, yung mga needs ng mga future applicant, no? Automatically, we need to integrate the data driven decision, no? We need to have certain data, we need to have empirical data. Kaya nga po meron tayong tinatawag na data-driven decision and advanced analytics kasi through survey, let's for example, paano ba sir nakukuha yan? So syempre, through survey, let's for example, meron tayong mga application sa online, meron tayong mga Google form na pinapalabas. So syempre, automatically, yung data na pinipill upan ng mga different applicant is na-generate yan. And also, syempre, doon sa mga offerings natin, nagko-conduct tayo ng mga different survey. Ano ba yung survey na nakalagay? So syempre, ano ba yung gusto ng mga aplikante sa isang company? So syempre, aside from salary itself, yung mga possible benefits, no? Ano ba yung gusto? So that is the total rewards, no? Including variable play, paid, well-being, flexibility, and recognition driven by continuous evolution and technology integration. So that is the new trend. So dati, no, nahihirapan tayong kuha ng information sa mga aplikante, no? Usually, nag-i-interview tayo sa mga aplikante kapagka ano na, exit interview na nila, no? Pero siyempre, aantayin pa ba natin yung result ng feedback kapagka exit interview na kung ano yung magiging improvement ng isang organization? Siyempre hindi, no? So dapat in new trends, so since kahit na long distance yung mga aplikante natin, we tend to identify their needs, no? So siyempre, no, since evolving na nga rin yung technology, no, we need to evolve ourselves na rin talaga, no, sa isang organization. So that is key drivers for change, no? Wait ka lang guys, no? 2 minutes lang. Okay, so yan. So, economic pressure, so syempre nowadays, no? Since tumataas na rin yung bilihin, nagkakaroon ng inflation, maraming mga company na nag-o-open, maraming nag-i-invest, let's for example, dito sa Pilipinas. So, syempre, tumataas yung pressure. So, kailangan tumataas din yung or nag increase din yung ano, no, yung aplikante, no? So, syempre, kapag nag increase yung aplikante, they might expect na dapat yung compensation, yung salary structure dapat ano sila, ano, no, kumbaga, nagko-correspond doon sa skills nila, doon sa degree nila, no? So, that is employee expectation. Kumbaga, kasi ngayon, ang employee expectation nowadays kasi, no, is let's say for example, meron na rin tayong mga different workplace arrangement, no? We have work from home and also we have face to face. Pero syempre kapag ka work from home, automatically ang expectation natin when it comes to compensation and benefits, dapat merong naka-include na electricity allowance or internet allowance. Pero kapagka face to face naman dapat merong transportation allowance. So that is the compensation and benefits. Kasi through data, through technology, naa-identify natin yung different needs ng mga aplikante natin, no? Ng mga employee natin. So naa-identify natin kung ano yung ibibigay natin na compensation and benefits para sa kanila, no? And also, AI and technology. So syempre napakadali na. So even yung pag-receive natin ng mga data, no, even yung pag-decide natin, we tend to help, no, or we can also get and we also get, no, some help, no, from AI. So that is the AI and technologies. Ayan. And also technological foundation, so core system and platform. So syempre, no, narinig nyo naman na siguro yung HRIS, no, wherein nakalagay po dyan yung mga different information ng employee natin, no? So syempre, na-identify natin yung trends diyan, no? Kung ano yung mga dapat process na gawin natin, kung ano ba yung mga even yung sa HRIS, nakalagay din diyan yung salary, no? Yung even sa payslip, we can generate it, no? So yan. Transitioning from traditional on-premise HRIS to modern, yan. Cloud platforms centralize and automates HR process, offering continuous updates and enhance efficiency. Kasi since meron nga tayong HRIS, no, unlike before na talagang lagi tayong tumitingin sa 201 file, so syempre, kailangan, ano, no, para ma-avoid na natin or para magkaroon tayo ng productivity, para ma-improve natin yung process natin, yung efficiency natin. So dapat we need to use HRIS. And also we need to integrate the HR suites, no, for seamless data. So unified HR suites combine functions like payroll, no? Kasi sa payroll, ito yung pinaka-crucial kasi talaga, no? Kapag halimbawa, no, nagkamali tayo ng input, halimbawa sa attendance, no? Kapag halimbawa naman, yung tardiness, hindi natin na-compute ng maayos, no? Medyo magkakaroon tayo ng problem. Kasi kapag nasa HR suits, at since meron na tayong tinatawag na attendance dyan, no? Automatically, pwede nating i-include yung pinaka salary, no, ng ano natin, no, ng employee natin. And kung ilan yung pinasok nila, automatically na-generate na yon. And pag na-generate na yon, automatically magge-generate na rin ng final or net income or net salary. And possible maa-access na rin ng mga employee natin yung payroll or yung ano nila, no, yung mga payslip nila. So that is the idea, no, na talagang sobrang na-improve talaga when it comes to HR processes, no. Let's say for example, nung nasa BPO ako, no, kami wala kaming ano dati, wala kaming kasi sa mga traditional organization, traditional company, ang ginagamit talaga nilang payslip ngayon is ano pa, no, printed pa. Pero kapagka nasa BPO company ka na nagtatrabaho, doon lang mismo sa account mo makikita yung payslip mo, hindi mo na kailangan ng hard copy. So that is HRIS work, no? Even yung compensation and benefits, nakikita na natin doon. Or paano ba yung compensation and benefits ng work? Kasi syempre, through HRIS, meron din po tayong survey and ano dyan, no? Feedback form, no? Wherein, no? Kung halimbawa, yung mga certain employees medyo insufficient para sa kanila yung compensation and benefits, they tend to provide feedback, and through feedback, no, since na-generate niya with the help of technology, may improve natin yung compensation and benefit, no? Kasi nga, no, gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, no, yung compensation and benefits is ano rin to, no, possible reason din why many applicants being attracted to the organization, and why many employee retain on the company. So that is the that is the essence of compensation and benefits. So syempre, hindi lang naman about compensation and benefits, no? Kailangan well-structured yung compensation and benefits na ginagawa natin, no? So yan. And also we have self-service portals, no, empowering employees. Cloud platforms enable employee self-service for tasks like accessing records and managing benefits, boosting efficiency, fostering autonomy, and improving satisfaction. So since sila na nga mismo yung nakakapag-navigate, no, through this platform, nakakapag-request na ng leave, no, nakakapag-block ng mga schedule. So that is the function, no. Malaking tulong 'to when it comes to compensation and benefits kasi nga na-e-enhance natin yung customer or yung employee satisfaction, no. Kasi yung employee, hindi lang naman about sa ano yan, no, hindi lang naman about sa compensation and benefits tinitingin, no. Tinitingnan din niya siyempre kung ano yung magiging ano niya, no, life, no, in the, organization, no. Kahit na sabihin natin na maliit yung sahod pero meron kang maayos na sistema sa organization, maayos yung katrabaho mo, merong professionalism. So, ano ayun yung mga possible reason kaya tayo nag-i-stay sa isang organization. And also, data analytics and AI in compensation management. So, siyempre, traditional methods. So, gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, di ba? More on manual market surveys na. Kumbaga, nagsisurvey lang tayo, no? Yan, manual market surveys, statistic, historical data, limited real-time insights, potential for bias, no? Let's say for example, no, ito example ko, no. Halimbawa, meron tayong mga ano, no, meron tayong mga syempre meron tayong mga ano, no, old employee na mga lumang employee na, no. And also meron tayong tinatawag na new employee, no? Kung mapapansin natin, kahit na si employee 10 years na sa company, pero siyempre yung inabutan niyang yung compensation and benefits nun is quite different because merong certain data na kinuha sila dun. And itong new employee is bago rin yung compensation and benefits niya and even the salary is halos magkapareho na sila kahit na 10 taon na yung tinagal niya sa company because, no, nagkakaroon din kasi tayo ng inflation rate kaya tayo nagkakaiba, no? Pero siyempre, since, nagkakaroon nga ng biases dati, no? Kasi siyempre kapagka matagal na sa minsan kasi based on our performance din yung ano natin, no, yung increase natin, no? Kahit na sabihin natin matagal ka sa company, no, kung hindi ka naman nagpe-perform ng maayos, possible na medyo ano, no, medyo magkaroon ng biases when it comes to your increase, no? And when it comes to AI-driven transformation, no, so siyempre, through AI kasi nami-measure na rin even our performances, no? Kumbaga, through AI nakaka-receive na rin tayo ng mga different result when it comes to the survey. So siyempre dapat, no, competitive salary, competitive compensation, and also benefits para makapag-attract tayo ng applicant, para makapag-retain tayo ng employee. So that is real-time market pricing. Kumbaga, no, kumbaga sa minimum, dapat halos lahat ng company is minimum na yung ino-offer because of the data, na nakuwang data. And predictive pay equity analysis, so siyempre, no, kung performer ka, so siyempre na-identify na ng AI kung performer ka. So siyempre by the next year, baka performing ka pa rin. So siyempre possible na taasan yung salary mo, no? And also compensation optimization based on the performance of the organization, based on the performance of the company. So siyempre kung maganda yung performance ng company, automatically possible real time na gaganda rin yung benefits or yung compensation. So for example, dati raise allowance lang, biglang dinagdagan ng clothing allowance because na-identify na performing ka sa isang company or yung company niyo mismo is ano 'no, is ano talaga, is, ano talaga ano, kumbaga on top talaga when it comes to the sales, when it comes to the income. So, through data, 'no, bigla na lang natin mapapansin na talagang meron pala talagang biglaang ano lang 'no, biglaang increase ng income, 'no? So, without informing us through paper, 'no, and also automated salary adjustment. So, nakikita natin 'yan because, 'no, even yung mga ini-improve sa market. So, siyempre, let's say for example, 'no, kung paperless pa rin yung ginagamit natin or kung paper pa rin yung ginagamit natin, medyo matatagalan tayong mag-ano 'no, mag-increase kasi iisa-isahin natin 'yan because with the help of AI, mabilisan na lang at isang bagsakan na lang siya 'no. So 'yan, AI-driven tools analyze vast datasets to recommend competitive salary bands and uncover pay equity gaps, ensuring fair and performance-based remuneration. So that is the real problem, no, na dapat, no, kung ano yung competitive salary, kasi pag sinabi natin competitive salary, ibig sabihin nun, no, based on the skills of the applicant, no. Kumbaga, since meron kang skills, mahalaga at mababayaran namin yung skills mo. So that is the competitive salary. Kumbaga, ito yung salary na nagre-range when it comes to the market. That's for example, mag-a-apply ka ng managerial, no? So syempre, pag sinabi natin competitive salary, dapat tumataas ng 30,000 a month. So that is competitive salary. Kumbaga, yung competitive salary is ino-offer din sa mga different company. Kumbaga, magkakapareho kayo. Kumbaga, meron kayong sariling structure. So that is the competitive salary, no? And also, we have technological foundation. Ay, ito pala nabanggit ko na kanina to, no? So yan. Streamlining benefits, administration, and communication. So yan. Payroll, no? Siyempre, pag sinabi natin payroll, dito natin ginagawa yung salary ng empleyado natin, no? That is the payroll na tinatawag po natin, no? So, siyempre, paperwork heavy processes, no? Because in payroll kasi, no? Siyempre, medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng ano diyan, no, ng error, nagkakaroon tayo ng wrong computation lalo na sa mga benefits, no? Alam mo, yung mga government mandatory benefits, no? So, syempre, minsan kapag halimbawa, mga templated lang yung ginagamit natin, possible kasi na nagkakaroon ng, nagkakaroon ng crack, no? When it comes to the formula. So, syempre, kapag ganun lang yung ginagamit natin, automatically, medyo magkakaroon tayo ng error sa, sa mga salary ng, no? Ng mga employee natin. So, kapag ganun, syempre, maaapektuhan naman yung natin, no, maaapektuhan naman yung performance ng natin, ng employee natin. Kasi syempre, kung halimbawa, more on error yung ginagawa natin sa isang organization when it comes to salary, no, even yung pag-compute natin ng mga benefits, possible na syempre, ma-demotivate yung natin, yung employee natin because tayo, kumbaga, hindi tayo on top when it comes to checking ng natin, no, ng mga benepisyo natin. So that is the no, that is the problem, no? And also manual enrollment error. So syempre, kapag ka traditional tayo, syempre meron tayong mga 201 file or let's for example, meron naman tayong system na ginagamit na dati. So syempre, kapag meron tayong system na ginagamit na dati, automatically kapag ka medyo madami na tayong employee, nagkakarak na yung system na ginagamit natin. And also we have limited employee communication. So, syempre, through HRIS, through different system, nai-integrate natin yung mga, profile ng employee natin. Kumbaga, nagagawa natin siya when it comes to social, kumbaga, pwede natin siya magamit as part ng social media because lahat ng mga profile ng employee natin is nakalagay doon sa one system. So, yan. And digital transformation, digital administration. So, implement electronic workflows for all enrollment tasks and centralize all benefit information into an accessible portal. So, syempre, para ma-avoid na rin natin na magkakaroon tayo ng problem para sa mga benefits natin, sa compensation natin. So, dapat naka-automated deduction na lang tayo, no? Kasi kapag halimbawa, no, yung technology na ginagamit natin, kapag nagkakarak yung formula niyan, lalo na sa Excel, possibly, magkakaroon tayo ng error sa pag-computation or let's say for example, ma-short tayo or ma-over tayo ng charges. So possible, mag-bounce back sa atin yung ganyang problem kasi let's say for example, no, hindi natin nakaltasan or hindi tayo nag-add ng benefits ng employee natin. So possible, magkakaroon tayo ng problem kapag ni-report tayo ng natin, no, ng mga employee natin sa DOLE kapag halimbawa HR kayo. So that is the problem. Pero kung ini-integrate na natin yung system, no, with the help of technology, so automatically, no, na-identify na yung yung percentage na ikakaltas doon sa government mandatory, no, doon sa natin, no, sa system, no. And sophisticated AI, so AI and data-driven benefits. So, leverage AI and mobile apps to personalize benefit communication. Deploy chatbots for instant answer and provide on-demand support, reducing HR workload and employee frustration. Kasi minsan, no, may mga times kasi na meron tayong mga question when it comes to our compensation. "Oh, ma'am, bakit hindi ko na-receive yung ganito ko? Ma'am, bakit di ko ano, bakit sobrang laki ng kaltas ko sa SSS? Bakit hindi ko bakit parang bakit na-charge-an ako ng tax dito sa clothing allowance ko?" So that is the problem. So dapat with system, no, with the help of AI, with the help of chatbot, kumbaga without the presence of the HR itself, no, merong magso-support, no, merong sasagot, no, kahit na automated pa yan or even chatbots. Kasi kapagka hinahang natin yung concern ng mga ano natin, ng mga employee natin, 'pag hinahang natin yung problem nila, so automatically magba-bounce back yun dun sa atin as HR. Kumbaga, parang yung measurement ng performance natin is ano tayo 'no, kumbaga hindi tayo effective. So siyempre, kaya nga nakalagay empowered solution. So with the help of this technology, mas nagkakaroon tayo ng seamless operation. Kumbaga nagkakaroon tayo ng nababawasan yung trabaho natin. So that's why we need to integrate nowadays the technology in our all processes 'no. So 'yan. So emerging technologies and future outlook. So yan, pioneering the future of HR with innovative technologies reshaping compensation and benefits strategies for tomorrow. So blockchain, so secure payroll, so immutable and transparent records for payroll and benefits, ensuring heightened security and fraud prevention. Kasi syempre, halimbawa kapag sa accounting department, no, may mga times talaga na nagkakaroon diyan ng ano, ng fraud din, no? Talagang hindi naiiwasan na talagang na-o-overcharge tayo, 'no? Or let's say for example, cyber security, magkapasukin ng cyber security threat yung system natin, biglang magkaroon tayo ng data breach, 'no? Ma-access yung mga information natin. So that is the problem, 'no? Lalong-lalo na sa payroll kasi siyempre that is our ano 'no, kumbaga bread and ano natin 'yan 'no, butter natin 'yan. Kumbaga kung wala tayong sahod, walang kakainin, kapagka mali yung kaltas, it also affects our performances. And also we have wearable tech, no, wellness, no, integrates real-time health data for personalized wellness, fostering proactive well-being. So 'yan, 'no, kasi yung compensation not just about the ano 'no, it's not just about the money, 'no? The compensation, the benefits, puwede natin siyang i-integrate with the help of the technology, 'no? So, let's say for example, kung halimbawa merong ino-offer si organization na wearable tech, 'no, like yung smartwatch, 'no? It also part of the compensation. Ibig sabihin, 'no, kumbaga maa-attract mo sa employee kasi siyempre magkakaroon once na mag-apply si employee, nag-successful yung application niya, possible na ma-receive niya yung smartwatch 'no, na puwede niyang ma-measure yung health capacity niya 'no, yung health data niya 'no. Kumbaga, "Uy, unique dito sa isang organization na 'to, meron silang ino-offer na ganitong benefits, ng ganitong compensation." Not just the money, but also it helps when it comes to their health 'no. So 'yan. NBR benefits education's immersive virtual experience. So siyempre 'no, yung compensation is not always about money. It's not always about the money, 'no? It also about how does the employee being engaged with your company, no, with the organization. So that is the virtual reality. And ethical AI, so fair decision, so ensure fairness and mitigates bias, 'no? So siyempre, when it comes to compensation and benefits, so dapat wala tayong biases diyan, wala tayong favoritism. So dapat equitable lahat ng mga employee natin. Challenges and consideration in implementation. So of course, data security and privacy. So siyempre, kapagka nag-i-improve tayo, automatically meron tayong mga system na ginagamit ngayon. Kung halimbawa magkaroon tayo ng problem, ma-hack ng different hacker and ibenta yung data natin sa black market, so possible na magkaroon tayo ng problem diyan, 'no? So siyempre madi-disclose din yung ano natin, 'no, even our salary, even our sensitive information, even the organization data. So that is the problem, 'no? And integration complexity. So integrating new HR system with existing legacy infrastructure can be challenging. So it requires careful planning for data migration. Kasi kapag in-integrate natin yung old system sa new system, possible na mag-crash po yung pinaka-whole, ano niya, no, whole data ng system. And also, syempre, kapag ini-improve natin yung system natin, lalo na kapag galing luma, possible kasi na ano yan, no, kumbaga, nagkakaroon ng madaming, ano, kumbaga, sobrang daming downtime, sorry, no? And also kapag nagkakaroon ng mga system error, nagkakaroon ng downtime, possible na bumabalik din tayo sa ano no sa manual, no? So dapat ano lang siya, no? Kumbaga step by step lang siya, no? Kumbaga hindi siya sobrang tagal talaga na nangyayari, no? So yan. And also employee adoption and training. So syempre successful implementation hinge on comprehensive training. Evolving employees in the process are vital. Ensure effective use of training. So syempre, no, kung halimbawa lalo na kapag na-in-charge tayo when it comes to compensation and benefit specialist. So dapat no alam natin gamitin yung system na para na ano no na kumbaga na hindi maaapektuhan yung magiging performance ng employee natin. Kasi syempre kapag mali-mali tayo ng compute kasi template based tayo, hindi natin double check, possible it also affects the performance. Kasi syempre parang pumapasok ka naman araw-araw pero parang ang laki na nagiging kaltas mo. Parang hindi naman wala namang ano, no, kumbaga wala namang bearing yung benefits and compensation mo. So possible, it also affects the performance of our employee. And cost and versus long-term ROI. So syempre, the initial investment in new system, crucial to evaluate implementation. Kasi syempre, not all of the organization can ano no or will able to invest, no? Kumbaga, hindi naman lahat ng organization kayang i-apply yung mga ganitong technology sa kanila or sa organization nila kasi syempre minsan mahal yung system and also kapag gumamit naman tayo ng system, halimbawa, marami naman tayo naging turnover, marami naman resignation, so syempre mawawalan din siya ng saysay kasi syempre yung performance din ng tao natin, lalo na kapag agency kayo, no? So, syempre, binabawi natin yung kailangan. Wala rin tayong mga turnover when it comes to our employee. Wala rin dapat resignation. Kasi syempre, yung binabayad ng mga different company sa isang agency is, ano rin siya, no? Kumbaga, malaking tulong din sa pagbawi ng mga binili natin gamit, no? So, yan. So, success stories and best practices. So, syempre, key success observed in cloud HR platform. So, optimize talent acquisition and candidate experience. So, that is Google AI, no? Wherein, in-apply nila yung ganitong process. And syempre, through data, through Google Forms, through data-driven decision, no? Ini-improve nila yung ano nila, no? Real-time yung compensation and benefits nila, no? So, yan. Enhance corporate culture through automated assessment. So, syempre, wherein na ano, kumbaga malaking ano rin 'to 'no, malaking factor din kasi yung assessment natin kapagka automated yung assessment natin, hindi na siya manual, it also ano 'no, it also helps po sa overall process ng application 'no. Performance review completion rates, 'no, onboarding process time hub, rapid resume analysis. So that is the ano po 'no, that is the uh, success stories and best practices 'no. So best practices phase technology rollout. So strategic step help successful. So incremental launch, no? Start small, gradually expand and audience. So let's say for example, meron tayong i-improve na system when it comes to our compensation and management. So dapat ano lang siya, no? Kumbaga, hindi siya totally agad-agad na parang i-apply natin sa isang organization ng isang bagsak. So dapat ano lang muna tayo, no? Kumbaga, gagawa muna tayo ng trial or pre-trial error. So that is the ano po, no? That is the strategy. So continuous feedback, so gather feedback and make timely adjustment. So build and success, manageable stages, risk mitigation. So that is the ano po, no? Success stories and best practices. No, kung mapapansin kasi natin, no, nabanggit ko nga kanina from manual and also to automated, malaking factor na rin kapag automated na rin tayo, even our application. Kasi sa application natin, syempre, diyan natin measure yung pinaka-ano natin, no, yung pinaka-success natin, no? Kapag halimbawa na matagal yung matagal natin ma-generate yung result, possible matagal din yung magiging ano natin, no, next move natin. Kasi siyempre, yung next move natin, ibe-base natin doon sa historical data or sa data na lumabas, no? So yan. So measure ang impact, so driving tangible results in HR transformation. So of course, enhance employee engagement and also cost savings. And also for the last, embracing the future of compensation and benefits. So syempre, strategic imperative. Modern CV strategies are vital to attract talent and retain high performers. Kasi syempre kung yung mga employee natin, no, hindi naman natin sila nababayaran ng maayos, wala tayong compensation galing sa kanila, and also para naman sa mga new applicants natin, no, hindi natin ina-identify kung ano ba yung preferences nila, ano ba yung gusto nilang reward, ano ba yung benefits na gusto nila sa isang organization, how much yung salary, ano yung mga possible compensation na makukuha nila kapag pumasok sila sa isang organization. So without technology, of course, no, kung di natin i-integrate yung technology, possibly yung process natin is ano lang siya, no, medyo matatagalan tayo, and also magiging ano lang tayo, no, kumbaga bumabalik at bumabalik lang tayo sa traditional. So that's why we need to integrate system, we need to integrate technology in our compensation and benefits management para magkaroon tayo ng smooth or seamless operation para naman lahat ng mga future applicant natin is ano yan, no? Kumbaga, ma-identify nila, uy, ginagawa na nila yung gusto namin, no? Binibigay ng isang organization yung gusto namin, no? So that's why, nafe-feel nila na valued sila sa isang organization kahit na applicant pa lang sila. So that is the ano po, no? Strategic imperative, no? And continuous innovation, the CV landscape is constantly evolving. So organization must innovate and adapt new market trends and employee expectations. So syempre, no? Just for example, no, digital wallets with crypto symbols and personalized health plans, yung mga possible na ino-offer natin, even yung mga rewards, no, kapag na-achieve nila yung tinatawag natin na ano, no, na target, no? So yan. And technology as enabler. So technology streamlines compensation and benefits processes, offering insights and personalization because since since na-identify na natin, no, kung sino yung mga aplikante natin, ano yung background, ano yung competency, ano yung skills. So syempre, ayun yung possible na i-offer natin. Kumbaga, dapat ano rin tayo, no, personalized din yung mga offerings natin. No? Kumbaga, kahit let's for example, si employee bago tapos may experience tong isa. So dapat hindi sila magkapareho ng compensation and benefits. Dapat personalize natin based on the skills, based on the experience, based on the competency. So yan. So of course, if we apply this, no, the technology, we also tend to retain our employee. We also increase the retention. We also motivate our employee. Ayan. So kung may mga question po tayo, pwede naman po tayo mag-ask ng question. Ayan. May mga question po ba tayo? So ayan. Yung certificate po, isi-send ko na lang po kay Sir Michael. Yung payment naman po is hindi pa naman po na isi-send sa akin. No? So sabi ko naman sa kanya is, isend yung presentation, send ko na lang din dito. Sige. Send ko na dito sa ano. Send ko na lang din dito sa wait lang. Batangas State. Tama ba? Ano yung Pablo Borbon? Ano to? Campus ba to? Tama ba?
Yes po.
Okay. So Batangas State University, Pablo Borbon.